What's up guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about Arbitrum. Now Arbitrum's recently launched. I want to run through their token economics. I want to run through how the token distribution is going to work and effectively what can this reach in price depending on that data. Also we'll take a look at some of the crypto news headlines today. Forbes, as always, lazy journalism. I'll cover that in this video as well. Before I get into any of it though, if you're new to the channel guys, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. And in those videos, I said I'm buying these coins. They're very, very good coins. They're going to do some gains. If you did done the same, say you'd put in $100 into each of these coins, you can see what the prices were when I recorded and released the videos. You can see what the highs they hit the following year, just a year later was. So if you'd put in $100, $2,600 investment, your profit from that would have been over $123,000 from a $2,600 investment. That's what investing in a bear cycle does. Now, I sold these coins in 2021 when the markets rocketed up. But I've been buying cryptos. I've got a brand new set of cryptos that I'm holding. If you want to see those, go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share with the members the coins that I own. So anytime I buy a coin, I go on the site and I go, look guys, I'm going to buy this coin. These are the gains I think it can have. These are the many reasons why. This is the percentage of my money I'm putting in. This is the percentage of my portfolio that it's going to represent. And they can copy along. When I sell as well, I do the same thing. I'm going to sell this coin, I'm going to sell this percent of this coin, and I'm going to bank these profits. And they can do the same. Literally, it takes the work out of your crypto investing. If you are watching this video, you know there's money to be made in crypto, obviously. If you're not making the gains, though, if you didn't make 40x gains, or 50x gains, or 100x gains in the last bull cycle, or 700, like we did with Phantom, then Copy My Crypto is exactly where you want to be. I do all the work, I do all the research, I find coins every day, I deep dive the markets. When I find a coin I think is going to do something serious in the next bull cycle, I buy it. And the members can copy along. All the work is taken out of it for you. So go read the site, see what the members have done since joining. See what the things I've said historically. Everything, by the way, is public record, so you can verify everything you read. And you can decide if it's for you. Right, let's talk Arbitrum. Arbitrum right now is a circulating supply of 1.275 billion. That is nearly 13% of the max supply, 12.75% of the total supply. Now, let's be clear. So the way this is working, 17.5% was given to investors. 26.9% was given to the team and future team, plus advisors. 11.6 was individual wallets, which I work under the presumption that they mean the airdrop. And at 1.13% is allocated to DAOs within the Arbitrum system. Now, there's no actual time frame presented here. However, on their site, they have presented sort of how it's going to work. So, the vesting and lockup periods are kind of what's important. So, while the user and DAO airdrops were available at the start, so if you go back, the user was 1.16 billion and the DAOs was 113 million. So that pretty much brings it to exactly where we're at. So they're the people that have got all their funds. So there's still the 1.753 billion for investors to be released, the team's 2.69 billion to be released, and the DAO treasury. So when we take a look at the vesting and lockup, what's going to happen is all investor and team tokens are subject to 4-year lockup. So the first unlocks happen 1 year after the token generation event, which was on the 16th of March. So we're looking at the 16th of March when they can start being released. And then it's monthly unlocks for the remaining 3 years. So it's just consistent. So basically, we've got 36 months where all of this funds are being unlocked. And I believe it's being unlocked linearly. So we're probably looking, well, in fact, let's just do the maths on it. Let's clear everything. So you've got 4.278 plus, no, that's not the one. See what happens when you're a bit sleepy. 2.694 bill plus 1.753 bill, and it's all going to be divided by 36. So basically 123 million tokens are going to be coming out on a monthly basis starting from March next year. So that is quite an increase. And then obviously there's the DAO Treasury. The DAO Treasury, that's going to be split across, basically a plethora of different projects that will be used for like incentivizing builders to come and develop as well. Now, that's not actually too bad. So we shouldn't actually see a huge increase. Yes, there's going to be potential for market dumps by this time next year because effectively 10% of the circulating supply is increased. There's a 10% increase in the circulating supply in the first month, and obviously that percentage reduces because the circulating supply inflates. But there's potential for dumps on the horizon for next year. Probably not this time. Probably not this year. Purely off the basis that those initial investors are not going to get their funds. But Arbitrum, make no mistake about it, it's one of the most used scaling solutions for Ethereum. Arbitrum's, if you're not familiar with what a scaling solution is, basically Arbitrum speeds up Ethereum's blockchain. By using Arbitrum, you can speed up the transactions and reduce the costs of transactions. Now, there's over 6 billion locked into Arbitrum. The gas that's been saved has been over $1 billion. There's nearly 6 million users on Arbitrum, and you can see the plethora of dApps that have integrated Arbitrum, and there's insane amounts. Arbitrum also have very, very good connections worldwide, and they have a number of different bug bounty programs up and running already. Bounties up to $2 million. They have jobs that are available as of right now. That's inevitably to be honest, that's always just a damn good sign. If a company or a project, however you want to define it, is hiring people during a bear cycle, they're doing well. They've got things going very smoothly. And you'll see that Arbitrum is featured in all the biggest sort of news, mainstream media platforms. They've got huge investors, Polychain, Blockchain, Pantera, Fanbushi. These are all, a lot of these are massive, massive investors. Coinbase. And they're going to be keen for this to succeed, but they're also going to want to bank their profits when they get the opportunity, and I'm sure that's probably around on the horizon for next year. Like I say, if you're an Arbitrum holder, you want to be very, very careful, particularly if you're an Arbitrum buyer. You do want to be careful for March of next year, because 123 million or whatever it is consistently being released on a month-by-month basis. These are the earliest investors. They're probably going to be in a position of profit. They're probably going to want to bank that, or at least proportions of that. So there is potential for for market dumps. In terms of the ecosystem, it's pretty damn good. You've got the Arbitrum One portal, the Nova portal, the Arbitrum Bridge. You can go through the Explorers and see how people are using it. It's damn good. The Arbitrum portal itself, you can see the sheer volume. I mean, for a project that's literally just launched, in terms of the coin itself, their layering solution has been solidly and most prevalently used over the last year. It's been used way more than Optimism. It's been used, really, I think the only thing that's beat it in terms of usage is Polygon. And I'm not even sure, I'd have to double check that. But their growth has been staggering. This is obviously going to be one, because of the usage of the solution, this is one that's got to try and retest its launch price. Its launch price was $5 basically. So That's got to be the target. And realistically, if it hits $5 again, that's only a market cap of like 6 billion, or close to 6.5 billion now. But the bull cycle should be in full flow by sort of October of next year. By that point, or not, maybe not in full flow, but certainly beginning. I mean, hell, what is it? Bitcoin's halving is in April, so traditionally it usually takes about 6 months before after the halving for the markets to start really kicking on. So you're probably looking at October, possibly. So that's still 7 months worth of token releases that's happened. So that's 7 lots of 120 odd million coins being released. So that means the market, the circulating supply is going to be over 2 billion by sort of October of next year. So then $5 is a market cap of 10 billion. That's still probably undervalued. Let's be honest. Other than Polygon, I think it's the most used scaling solution as of right now. So yeah, we'll probably look, $5 might actually be a real understatement. Obviously the chart looks miserable right now, but they launched in a bear cycle, so it would look miserable. The question is can they get back to that launch price, that listing price? And if they can, there's no reason to be honest that it couldn't kick on to like $10. But right now, I'd just conservatively say $5, based on the fact that so many of those tokens are going to be released next year, and early investors will probably want to get their profits. Though we don't actually know what their initial investments were in terms of price. Was Arbitrum, when they initially invested, was it 5 cents? Was it 10 cents? That is massively relevant for how much they're going to want to bank profits. Because if it was 1 cent, they've made 100x, so they would bank profits. But if it was $2, they're in a loss, so they probably wouldn't bank profits. So yeah, kind of an interesting one. What do you guys think? Do you think it's massively underestimating it, which I could easily be? I'm just very aware of how token releases can negatively affect price action, which is what I'm trying to consider in this prediction. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think it can do that? Do you think it will do way more? Just let me know. And if you're a returning viewer and you've never subscribed, hit the subscribe button. The videos are going to make you money. They're also, going to save you money when I'm talking about crap coins. So hit the subscribe button and then you won't miss them. Before I get into the crypto news, guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com and read the site. Every single thing on that site is public record. Now, you can literally go through everything I've ever said. You can confirm it as factually accurate because it's all on the history of this channel. You can also go on and see what all the members have achieved in their time on Copy My Crypto. And fundamentally, guys, if you're not making gains in the market, if you didn't make 20x gains or 40x gains or 50 or 100x gains, I did all last bull cycle. So if you want to make those gains and remove all the work out of it, because that's all I do, Copy My Crypto could be exactly where you want to be. So go read the site, see what you're missing out on if you are not a member right now. We've got thousands of members and they want to be joined. So go read the site now. Right, other than that, guys, crypto, I've looked at Crypto Forbes only because I really don't like the way they report stuff. I've shown this so many times on the channel, like this stupid $1 trillion warning. These headlines are so goddamn lazy. For Forbes, there's always black swan, like you're looking for earthquake, black swan, billions or trillions. The word braced is used almost every single article on Forbes. I've never seen a news platform like Forbes. Lazy reporting. Crisis, there you go. Catastrophic. It's so clickbaity. Yeah, and I just wanted to remind people how rubbish it is. But no, the bigger news is for God's sake, I can't be bothered with that. Is Bittrex. Bittrex obviously filed for bankruptcy after the SEC complaint. look, I think I've covered this earlier this week, but I'm just going to remind people, don't leave your funds on exchanges. Look, centralized exchanges are great. They're a great place to trade, but they ain't a bank. You can't leave money there and think you own it. You can't leave crypto there and think you own it. There's a reason it's called custodial holding, because they are in custody of your funds. And if they get dissolved, if they go bankrupt, your funds are not yours. I use centralized exchanges all the damn time, but guess what? I don't leave funds on there. It is not worth doing. The risk is so goddamn high. We have seen FTX crash, we've seen Celsius, we've seen Voyager, we've seen BlockFi, we've now seen Bittrex. There are countless others that I'm not referencing. So, guys, just be so damn careful. If you are in crypto, these are your long-term investments. These are your investments because you know next year when there's a bull cycle and probably into 2025 as well, your portfolio, your holdings are going to be worth so much more. So risking it now is so reckless. Please don't do that, guys. If you have holdings on exchanges, you can always leave a little bit. I always leave a little bit of cash just in case I want to make a buy, but I don't leave my actual assets there. They're on ledgers, they're on Trezors. Be secure with your funds, guys, because this is these investments are your future. Okay? Just a quick reminder on that, because I try and do it as regularly as I can. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Take it easy.